Welcome to the Monday edition of the Cards and Cats Show, hosted by me, Shannon. Today's topic, we're going to talk about Edgar Sosa. Wow, it was a great game against U of L and the Aggies on Saturday. Number 6 against the number 3 seeded Texas A&M Aggies with the hot Billy Gillespie coaching. You know, I've heard a lot of... Wake up this morning, I'm reading the Courier-Journal, and, no offense to Rick Bozich, I'm going to quote some of his patches from the Courier-Journal in here, but I'm just very, very distraught about there's some negativity going around Edgar Sosa taking that last shot of the game where he was deep in 3 land. They pretty much looked like they was double, triple teaming him out there on the top of the key to me. They knew he was our clutch guy. He'd scored 31 points, made his first 15 free throws of the game. I mean, the kid played phenomenal. AC Law, senior, All-American, comes over and consoles Sosa after the game. Sosa's crying. He is just so emotional. He is our team leader. He is emotional. Him and Earl Clark and T. Will, they're the passion behind our whole club. And anyway, Sosa has a phenomenal game. Scores 31 points. Is just going crazy. Takes that last second shot. He was in the zone. Nobody can deny that. Hell, Kevin Durant didn't even score 31 points the other day. AC Law didn't score 31 points. Chris Lofton didn't score 31 points. Hopefully you can see my point. But anyway, straight after the game, Patina pulls Sosa out of the locker room to show him a replay of the shot and how far out he was. But in his post-game news conference, the coach deflected blame from his young guard. Citing that from the Courier-Journal, 3/19 edition, Rick Bozich. Pulls him out of the locker room to show him the film of how far out he was after a 31-game performance. I'll tell you one goddamn thing. I bet Kevin Durant didn't get pulled out of the locker room with his team to be shown his mistake. I mean, this kid is a freshman. Nobody ever even expected this kid. We knew he was going to be good, but we never knew he was going to be at this level. I am so proud of Edgar. I mean, this is just crazy insanity for anybody to diss anything that Edgar Sosa did in that game. Edgar Sosa was phenomenal, and I'm just telling anybody and everybody right now, anybody that's hating on Edgar Sosa or thinks that he made a bad mental mistake, as Coach Patino would put it, is just basically full of shit, in my opinion. Just really upsetting, I mean, this kid has hit for us in clutch time, has just been an outstanding guard, wears his emotion on his sleeve, is just so passionate, gets our whole team revved up. When the offense is getting stagnated, he just takes it right to the rack, and most of the times he completes his attempts. He has just grown so much this year. He used to drive in too far with his head down. Now he drives about halfway in, is looking for the dish, and if not, he just takes it straight into the rack. Phenomenal. I just cannot believe people are bitching about this morning, especially Patino. Why would you take him out of the locker room? I mean, to show him the film. Can't we do that when we get back to the Ville, and just let him chill for a minute? I mean, that was just icing on the cake, and I know that Sosa loves you, and he thinks the world of you. I mean, when he hugged you, at the end of the Stanford game, that was very apparent. I don't see a mistake Sosa made in that game. Yeah, he took a deep 3 at the end of the game. It missed. He missed his last 2 free throws of the game. But after a 31-point performance, when we only score 69 points in the whole game, David Paget doesn't even get a bucket, and I'm going to say something negative about Sosa's efforts? No, that's total classless. Well, whatever. That's just my take on it. Now, I mean, everybody has their own take, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people out there bitching about young Edgar and him not playing well enough after 31 points, or maybe breaking down in the last minute of the game, or whatever people are going to be doing, accusing us Sosa of. I think it's total bullshit. And Sosa, I wouldn't trade you for any other point guard in the nation. I say that with all my heart. Great to have you back next year, young man. And we're going to show them next year what Edgar Sosa basketball is all about. Well, next time on Cards and Cats Show, we're going to talk about the Kentucky and Kansas matchup that just took place the other day. They definitely outpowered us, but some comments were made in that game that I think might have been a little unnecessary as well. We can't get down on these kids. These are kids, and especially after a 31-point effort, no diss in that, man. Sosa, you're the king, baby. Rock on.